This is Andrea Dresdale with ABC News Radio. Speaking with David Archuleta, you've just released your debut album. How you doing despite the fact that it's the morning?
I'm doing really well, actually. You know, it's been a pretty crazy week, but I've been holding up.
On this album, you were looking for what you called the blend, which is the songs that would show different sides of you, show people what you could do musically. Do you think you achieved that with the album?
Yeah, I think I did, actually. I was really happy to see how it was turning out with what I was hoping for, especially since we didn't have a whole lot of time. That's what the goal was, to try and show different sides, like you said, that I wanted to show with music and what I loved about music, and I was able to accomplish that with this first album, I think.
Well, you were initially concerned over the summer. You said that because you were working on such a tight schedule, you were afraid there wasn't going to be sort of enough of you on the album. How do you feel about it now?
I think there is enough of me. I think showing me experimenting with other songs, even if it wasn't a song I would have ever imagined doing, I definitely always give it my own, flavor to it, and make sure that I'm able to connect and relate to the song, and so that people can sense that. Because if you're disconnected with the song that you're singing, then it's not going to really work for other people.
Now, you got to do some songwriting on the main album, on the bonus tracks. What did you learn about songwriting in the process?
Songwriting was one of my favorite things about this whole project and year, because I hadn't really done a whole lot before, and being able to learn to write with other writers and other really successful writers who've worked with so many different artists was really helpful. And it was a lot of fun to, create something and watch it grow into the final product and be good enough to make it onto the album. And that was a really great accomplishment for me.
Before, you talked about connecting with the songs even that you didn't write. So when songs were pitched to you, what was it about a particular song that would grab you and say, yeah, I can work with this?
Sometimes I wasn't even sure. The record label would sometimes show us a song that was submitted for me, and I'd just be like, I'm not sure if that works. And sometimes I'd go into the recording studio and it ended up not working, and we just, this isn't working out. And so we had to, keep on moving on. And there are other times where we thought the songs were actually good, but ended up not really working out at the end. But I was always willing to try it out, unless I was really against it. But usually if I felt there was some potential to the song, I was always willing to try it out, because I feel like, I'm still a teenager and I haven't really found my defined sound, and I'm still really open to new ideas, because I feel like I need to take in as much as I can while I'm still growing and becoming my own, true permanent artist.
In your album, though, you thank all the artists that you love, like, Jason Mraz and Sarah Bareilles and Natasha Bedingfield. What kind of advice have they offered you, the ones that you've gotten to meet?
It's been cool to get a chance to meet such nice people. Everyone's been really great, and there hasn't been anyone like, all the horror stories about celebrities being jerks and snobby. And it's like, I just feel like the media blows up everything, because everyone I've met has been really great. And they've all most of them usually say just to remember to stay grounded and keep on remembering what you love to do. And they say that, it can get rough, but you just have to remember what you started this in the first place, and you'll always keep that with you, and it'll help you get through the difficult times and help you enjoy the enjoyable times.
Whose career would you like to have? Like, when you look at all these people?
I don't know. I don't like to compare myself to other people, because I don't want to seem envious or anything like that. But there are definitely people who I admire what they've done. Like the artists I've mentioned. A part of the reason why I mention people like Jason Mraz, John Mayer, Natasha Bedingfield is the way, not just their music, but the way they handle themselves, and the the way they show their passion for music and express that. And those are a few artists who I really admire and look up to.
For the last year, you've gotten to do some really amazing things, stuff that you've never thought you would ever be able to do. Of course, making an album is right up there, but is there something in particular that you were doing and you said to yourself, no, this is just ridiculous. I cannot believe that I'm getting to do this?
That was pretty much everything that's happened this year, because I just wasn't expecting it to all happen. I mean, going on the show and participating with that and making it as far as I did. I didn't know I'd be making it to the top 10 to go on tour, and that was a really cool experience too. So going on the show and then right afterwards going on an arena tour for the summer was amazing, because I didn't even know if I was ever going to be able to tour, let alone that big of a place. And then, with the album coming out this very same year was something I wasn't expecting either. It was just, it happened so quickly right after the finale of the show. I was just, in the dressing room, and, just like Simon Fuller and Jive comes in, and they're like, it's just kind of funny to, right after the show, go into the dressing room, have a meeting with the label that quickly. It's like, yeah, we're really excited to start working with you on the album and stuff. It's just like, whoa. It just like never ever stopped this year. So it's really crazy to see how much has happened this year that I wasn't expecting to happen.
And finally, one more question. What's been your favorite Crush story? I'm sure a lot of fans have come up to you and told you what that song means to them. What's been your favorite thing to hear about that?
My favorite thing to hear about it is this one girl's boyfriend asked her out singing that song. It was just funny because she said, my boyfriend asked me out singing your song. He just started singing Crush and then asked me to be his girlfriend, and I said yes. So it was funny to hear that story.
David Archuleta, affecting people's lives in positive ways. Thanks very much.
You're welcome.
And for ABC News Radio, I'm Andrea Dresdale.